Probably won't be able to show this because of copyright for the music, but sound system's working. Couple of shelves. The last thing left to do in this kitchen is paint that corner where I just put the silicone in, but that has to dry. So. Alright, so our lucky technician spent a third day here doing the door. No idea why it took so long. Oof. But it did, and now it's in and it's working. A nice entrance to the cafe. Whoa, what bread and donuts do you have? And it's said to be 40 degrees on the weekend, so that's something to look forward to. But we've turned on the house cooling system now, and it's brought the inside temperature down quite considerably upstairs, where it doesn't really have the same effect because it's in the floor. It's brought it down by 3 degrees, so that's really good. So it's a nice cool 22 degrees upstairs, and down here it's even better right now. I think it's like probably like 19 degrees, and in the basement 16, 17, I have to check that. But it's pretty good. And that's just cold water going through the system. Hello. So I just spent half an hour or so putting the doors back on here. Basically they're just little screw-in things. I had to replace a couple of the original screws because they were done. But this will be our bread display cabinet. We're talking about putting lights on here, but at least it doesn't want me to drill any holes in it. So I might have to put some battery ones in there. Just like some downlights so that everything's lit nicely. Well, it's currently my light store, but it should be a nice little display case, and that will go over there in this corner. Now the neighbour's getting the hay in, which is good because it's growing pretty long. Alrighty then, what we did today is set up the electrics, the basics for the electrics in the shed, which means we have a switchboard with basic power going up into the roof space for a light and a plug, one going up here for lights and plugs, and a couple of plugs over there, and a main one which will be the solar panels, the electricity producing solar panels that we put on the roof, and they will go through here and then back to the house. And that is what we've been doing in this sweaty box that is the garden shed today. It is very warm, 32 or something like that. And to get some air, I've just come out here to this little space, which is going to be the patio with those grey stones that we've stacked up over there that you can barely see now because the weeds are growing. And I'm just propping up the bank here with these old logs, and I'm going to backfill it with stones and maybe some other thinner logs in between, and just using up this fleece that we have here just to give it some weed protection. And then I can rake up this gravel here a little bit and just maybe just start putting in a few of the stones. I've got some gutter leftovers, and those are going to go along the edge here, so any runoff just goes straight out. And that's basically what I'm going to do now for them. This works so far. Got the posts in. Has a bit of a beach feel to it. It's kind of cool. It's just the edging of this terrace to be, and yeah, it's a nice time to work now. The evening sun's just dipping behind the mountains. Oh, it's a lovely summer. So I've just been playing around now shortening the cable of the lights that came, which is a bit of a, well, you know, you order lights and then they come too long and then you have to repair it, otherwise, you know. But it's, okay, I've shortened it now from, it was 1 meter 10, and I've shortened it to 74. And that 74 includes the light fitting and everything, so we'll see. It's like 10 centimeters higher than my head. See what I mean? Which works in a cafe, having some low hanging lights. I mean, that's the idea as well. They won't all be the same. We'll have a couple maybe a little bit higher than that. Maybe we'll leave these as the lowest ones. I'm not too sure. Well, I think I'll probably show you how I opened up the power adapter for the rail, because there's nothing online that shows you how to do it properly, and I managed to do it without damaging it, so I'll show you that now. Alright, so I've got my cables, and this is the power adapter. It goes into the track. Basically, I have to pry open this part of it, which is, okay, so I can get my little screwdriver in that one normally. Yeah, that snaps open-ish. There we go. Yep. That kind of snaps open-ish like that. And then what I want to do is just get the screwdriver in a bit further. And then I've got a second screwdriver to take over on that side. There we go, that's in now, nicely opening. Screwdriver goes in there, and I can go over to the other side and do the same on the second latch. There we go. Trying not to do too much damage to the plastic. Put in my third screwdriver.
Yes.
Yes. And then I can go down, and there's two catches below, and they basically need to insert my screwdriver in there, push it down, and those clips kind of come away. Yeah, there we go. So now it's opened up. Ta-da! Really good. Once you know how it works, otherwise it's a bit of a stress. Anyway, these wires they come out pretty easily. Just pull them out because they're just jammed in. No screws or anything. Lack of space, I suppose. And then we open this up, and then we can take the cable off. Good. So I've measured its length now, 65, which is a little bit longer than 65, but. And then I'm just taking tips of the wires off, twist, pops the metal, the plastic off. There you go. Next one the same, give it a twist. So anyway, when we've got them all cut, put them all back in, tighten it with that collar, and these lights are ready to check.